What up, Dokkaners? Should you or should you not summon for Third Eye GOMAH? I'm going to go over my thoughts and opinions right now. It is a pretty difficult topic because of how good he is, and considering the abysmal timing of this, there are some valid points for and against. I want to discuss all this. My thoughts are very much scattered, so I'm going to do my best to keep this as simple and direct as possible. If you guys agree or disagree, regardless, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but also check what other people have to say, because some of my words might not necessarily resonate with you. Other people might be able to. I am a good for nothing whale, as some people would like to put it, so my word has no meaning when it comes to this sort of thing. I try to frame this from the perspective of those people who are on a budget, but I am a whale, so maybe I can't. So if you guys disagree or whatever, do let me know in the comments. Let's be civil, but also check what other people have to say. I feel like there are three major points that we can consider when it comes to summoning for a character. Number one, abilities. Number two, the banner itself. Number three, timing. Number two is kind of hard to discuss right now, considering I'm recording and posting this before the banner's released, because we don't know what the banner looks like yet. But if I were to guess, it will probably have, besides the new character, 2 to 3 other LRs, and then 6 to 7 random SSRs. Some of those characters might be getting EZAs during the celebration, which could either increase the quality of the banner or decrease it, depending on what the EZAs look like. But again, we can't account for that. Even if the banner comes out, we might not even know what those EZAs are going to be just yet. So in general, yellow coin banners are pretty lousy because it's pretty diluted. There are 10 characters overall. This new pity system has increased the general pool of characters because they want you to go to the distance and go the full 1,000 stones to get those 200 coins needed to pick up the character. I have been requested by some of you guys in the comments, and I thought that I've already done this, but I guess I'll do it again. So thank you for reminding me. When it comes to the pity system, yes, you would need to spend at most 1,000 stones on one of these pity banners to get the character, because you need 200 of those pity coins. But don't forget, along the way, if you pull spare copies of characters from which you've already got 100%, those characters can be converted into more coins, thus reducing the amount of summons that you would potentially need to actually get the new characters. So do keep that in mind. I think I mentioned this during my summons, but I'm just going to remind you guys again. So shout out to you guys for letting me know in a previous video. Don't forget that. So the banner is meh. I don't even know what it looks like, but it's meh. It's all about the character. Is the character good? Yes. This character fits some of the words that I typically use when it comes to whether it's worth justifying a summon for the character. Is he meta defining or meta shattering? Yes. Is he transcendent? Yes. Is the unit good as both a unit and also as a lead? Yes. Something that people undervalue when it comes to yellow coin LRs now is that their quality of leader skills have gone up. Before, when the meta was 200%, Dokkan festivals and carnivals had a 50% leg up on yellow coin LR leader skills. It used to be where yellow coin LRs, like take for example Cellmax, would lead a category at 150%. During that meta, during that time frame, the contemporaries, the Dokkan festivals and carnivals, were at 200%. Now the margin has narrowed considerably, because now the new meta is a 220% clip for carnivals and Dokkan festivals, whereas yellow coin LRs now lead potentially 2 categories and lead both at 200%. That is a competing category. That is a competing leader skill now. I think yellow coin LRs are now valid when considering leader skills. So this guy's leader skills, pretty good, I think. Demonic Power, category on the rise. Terrifying Conqueror already has a pretty vast library of characters. I would say probably in general, maybe not as good, but eventually they'll get better. This guy's leader skill is not bad. Overall abilities, number 1 in the game. Even a dummy like me can see that. I'm usually not someone who's very hasty to say this unit is the best in the game or this unit is blah in the game, because I'm mid. But I think that this character's abilities overall on paper look so good that even I could say this guy is the best in the game, because he is. 100% damage reduction, 73% dodge for 4 turns. If you were to add a full dodge build, which is what I'm probably going to recommend, then you will also be looking at probably close to 80% dodge, because if you give about 15 to 20 dodge, that will bump up the 73% to more like 79, 80. Yeah, so more like an 80% chance to dodge. After 4 turns, it will drop off. But in the meantime, you have this crazy ability to stack 150% just by existing every turn, potentially even more every single turn in terms of attack. By showing up as the second attacker at the start of the turn, if it happens turn 1 because you get lucky with your rotations, or if you just come back on the following turn after GOMAH showed up for the first time in slot 1, he will automatically be in slot 2. He gets 333% defense. These are cataclysmic numbers. These are ridiculous numbers. This guy is going to be very good for a considerable amount of time. I've heard that one of the main points against this character is that eventually there will be a mechanic that will make this unit less functional. Yes, welcome to Dokkan, welcome to gachas, that's how it works. They introduce the character dominates for a limited time, and then over time the character drops in value. Some drop in value more quickly than others. That is always going to be a thing. With this character doing what he can do, the big scare for people is that the 11th anniversary is going to be so ridiculous that you need something like this in order to survive it. Or this might not even be enough. And that is also a possibility. At a certain point, it boils down to whether or not you want to try to live in the moment or just save for the next big thing. When it comes to saving for the next big thing, I generally recommend that people, when they're in doubt, to save for the 2 flagship celebrations every year. GDC, Anniversary. They are 6 months apart, so it's basically every 6 months you're summoning. But during that 6 months, you're not summoning at all. You're just stockpiling stones. Some people are okay with living like that, but I get a lot of comments during banners and during videos where I say don't summon. I get a comment saying, first of all, don't tell me what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm giving you my opinion. But then also, they're like, Toon, I kind of want to live a little. I'm sorry for summoning. I just had to because I haven't done any summons in a while. If you're one of those people who feels that way, that's a valid point because your enjoyment of the game is the #1 thing. If you want to try to get the character because you haven't summoned since GDC, that is a valid point. And if you're one of those people, I think that that's okay. The banner's probably going to be weird, but taking the chance for someone like this who is so transcendent, I think is worth it. Everyone is going to have 14 free tickets. I know the joke, 14 free SRs, I know. You're going to be getting 2 7-unit multis available 2 days after the banner comes out. I think this is a blessing in disguise, as I said before, because in those 2 days, you can see from people like me or other creators how the character works for them. You can see how this unit is going to be either useful or maybe not necessarily as useful on some of the new content that releases. There is a new Daima Red Zone stage that's going to be dropping. I hope that I can clear the event without this new character, but we'll see. So watching other videos, seeing what other people have to say, it might help you in those 2 crucial days before you are able to summon with your free tickets, which might then give you that feeling that, you know what, maybe I'll try, but I don't need to try too hard because the unit is good, but I think I can wait. So that's it when it comes to the overall abilities. Let's talk about now the timing of it all. The timing. We are 2 months away from the 11th anniversary. It is now the middle of November. The middle of January is when the countdown begins. The end of January is when the 11th anniversary begins. The 11th anniversary is where everyone should be summoning. So with 2 months to go, if you spend on this, will that hurt your ability to summon during the 11th anniversary? During an anniversary, you do earn around 1,000 stones. Could be more, could be less, give or take. But that's generally what the number is during the anniversary itself. Not at the beginning, by the way. It's like over the course of the celebration, doing the content, which ironically might require some of the new characters. So that's the little caveat there. But with that 1,000 stones also included during the anniversary and with whatever you have now, leading up to it with about 2 months to go, I would say maybe around like 500 stones might be headed your way. In the meantime, is that enough? That's up to you to decide. During the anniversary, will this GOMAH come back? I've seen some people comment that this guy is going to be on the anniversary banner. I don't think that that's a guarantee. It's possible because Dokkan is unpredictable and crazy, but I don't think that that's going to happen. And I wanted to go back and look at other examples because there are a few that kind of do it and there's a few that don't, but the time frame is what's important. This guy's releasing in November. The anniversary is at the end of January. So that's a 2-month difference. Let's go back to year 8. Super Boo, AGL Super Boo released in April in JP. These are all from the reference point of JP. This guy came back. So first it was in April 2023, came back during Worldwide Celebration. That's in September. That's 5 months. 5 months until this guy came back. Okay, so that's not 2 months. That's 5 months. Okay. For Global, this released before the anniversary, by the way. So this guy released on Global in June of 2023 and then came back again September or October, whatever, for Worldwide. Next example, Movie Heroes, the Spirit Bomb Turles Goku released in 2023 in June for JP. And then this guy came back during the 9th anniversary for JP. That was 5 months. Yes, it was the anniversary, but it was a no, not even 5 months. It was 7 months. I can't do math. It was 7 months because June June to December 6 month, and then January 7 months. That was a 7-month difference between the unit's release and return during the anniversary. Considering the anniversary is 2 months away, I'm not thinking that this guy's going to be coming back during anniversary. If anything, this guy would maybe come back during GDC. And I swear, if GDC ends up being Daima and not anniversary, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to start cursing. All right, next one. I'm just kidding. I won't. We got LR Ginyu. This guy released in April of 2024. Released on Global. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to try to follow along here. Global had this release June of... God, the 9th anniversary. Oh, yeah, June. Yeah. Okay, so 2 months afterwards. So Ginyu dropped April for JP and June for Global. And then Ginyu came back during the celebration after the worldwide celebration. So this was the LR Gohan Piccolo. That guy dropped after the Broly celebration. So that was all the way down here in the middle of October. So that was what, a 4 month? 5 month. That was a 5 month difference. No, 6 months. Yeah, about 6 months difference between this guy's release and return. Next one, and probably the biggest notable comparison to GOMAH because of how good he was upon release. Cell Max. June of 2024 is when he came out for JP. Global got Cell Max. When did Global get Cell Max? Global got Cell Max in August of 2024, and this was after the 9th anniversary. So this was before Worldwide, after the 9th anniversary. When did Cell Max come back on JP? Let's see. Cell Max came back during the Black Friday cash grab. That came out August and then came back in November. But that Black Friday thing is not really something that you can comfortably rely on. That's not always going to be there. So that one's kind of a variable. I don't really consider that as an official return. The official return was when Tien released. Tien released, this was post full synchro. Tien released in June of the following year. Almost a full year since Cell Max's official release did he officially return. So that is a huge difference. How many more examples do we have? I think that's pretty much it. Okay, Gohan released October 2024. That was after Worldwide 2024. He came back during April when PyCon came out, April 2025. So again, that's about 6 months. PyCon released April 2025, has not yet returned. This is not an official release. This is a summon point banner, and you're never guaranteed to get the unit that you want, so that doesn't count. Tien, more recent than that, June 2025, he also has not officially returned. So with all of these characters who have not yet returned, I seriously doubt that GOMAH is going to be coming back during the anniversary. That was ultimately the point of me saying all this. Some people have argued that this guy is going to be available during the anniversary's banners. I think that he will be a general pool character, but I don't necessarily think he's going to be featured on the banner. But if that is something that is enough to sway you against summoning, then by all means, don't summon. I'm not here to force you guys to summon. I'm just giving you my thoughts on this. This is one of those times where the character is so good that I just think he's worth it. He's just so busted that it's worth taking a chance to pull the character. So with everything that I've said, I think I've pretty clearly and concisely expressed all of the different like points that I wanted to make. But if there's anything else that I missed, I might let you guys know in the replies or just in the pinned comment or something like that. But he's just too good. He's just really, really good. Who are some of his best Link buddies? Maybe that might, okay. Rose, 4 links, Big Bad Boss, Fear and Faith. Oh my God. What kind of, oh, they don't share many categories though. Final Trump card, Successors, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate. Omega Shenron. Okay, so both the GDC characters have some important links. You have Fear and Faith. You got Big Bad Boss. You got all, yeah, so this one's good. Again, categories are an issue. But Battle of Fate, wait, what is this guy's leader skill? I forgot what this guy's leader skill is. Actually, wait, we should pull up and see what his overall leader skills would be. Let's go to GOMAH right here. 220% leads. Ha, okay, so Tien. He is full power. Does he fit? He fits the primary lead for Vegeta. No, he doesn't. He's not a fused fighter. Battle of Fate, he fits. He obviously fits the new Super Saiyan 4. So yeah, leader skills. Okay, so I think we should also point this out. He may not necessarily be able to fit on too many other solid 220% teams at the moment. So maybe that is one other factor to point out. But I've said enough. I've rambled on long enough. Again, it's ultimately up to you. I just want to give you my opinions to give you guys the best possible way to make an informed decision. If I were a low spender, I would take a chance on GOMAH a little bit. You don't need to go, you don't need to break the bank. I don't think that he needs, you don't have to just like let's just say you have 2,000 stones. You want to have 4,000 by anniversary. I don't think that you should be spending all 2,000 for this guy. I think you go, 300 stones. That would be good. 300 stones is basically 2 full cycles of the guaranteed featured thing. So you're giving yourself 6 summons and you're giving yourself 2 guaranteed featured SSR multis. And then you're also going to have your 14 tickets on top of that. I hope that I could help you out here. Again, this is a very difficult topic considering the timing. When in doubt, don't is always the motto that I say, because gacha games always, predicate their structure around impulse buying. So if you feel like you might slip down that slope too far, don't summon. Worst case scenario, you just don't. Worst case scenario, you save up. Worst case scenario, you don't do those missions now. You can do those missions later when more characters are available. There's no one right way to do this. There are many ways to approach all this. Don't feel like you have to be enslaved to the moment. That does not have to be a thing. Take your time, play the game how you want, and ultimately, be comfortable with your choices in this game. I made this sound very dramatic. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on everything that I've had to say in this video. I know that I was yapping for quite a while. I hope I wasn't too scatterbrained. I think I organized my thoughts pretty well, considering how good he is, the timing, the empirical data suggesting that he's not going to be coming back within 2 months. Will you be summoning past your free tickets? Will you at least wait until your free tickets before actually doing even more summons? Let me know what you guys have to say in the comments down below. And I'm sorry for yapping for so long. And I'm a whale. I'm a filthy, good-for-nothing whale, so invalidate my opinion as much as you want. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again. Stay tuned. And ours to Dokkan responsibly. Love you.